journey. I mean, after creating a good vibes out there of top 100, I believe we should give the younger people the opportunities. So we are coming up with top 50. So anyone who got their kids, who's actually 18, 21 years old, we are opening opportunities from 16 to 30 years old for the younger entrepreneurs. Where, of course, I mean, I've been in education myself for the last 21 years in Australia. I've been teaching in TAFE and Sweden, and I think there's a lot of talent out there for the younger generation. It's just like, especially when the father is an entrepreneur, you know, and once the fathers are running big businesses, or the mom, like even my son was like, you know, he went back for shopping, he was like buying all these jerseys and, you know, and all these perfumes, and I said, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to open a website. And he did open a website, and he said, Mommy, I'm creating a logo. I'm like, logo? Because I teach graphic design, because I start knowing what, you know, I think it's time to grow, right?
Yes.
I think it's all the entrepreneurs and business, we can't just be whatever we are. We must always appreciate every day. Time is limited. You're not getting younger. Yes, but yeah, I'm getting younger. I think it's time to grow this year, so we are actually expanding in Dubai and Malaysia. So we are looking to expand Entrepreneurs Business Club, where the same similar concept, where we are actually bringing awards, recognizations and networking in Malaysia in August and September in Dubai. So it's a big stepping stone for me, definitely, but I think nothing is impossible. The God gracious, and if you have a patient, never too late in everything. So it's, I think, being in industry for the last 16 years, I believe I've fallen so many times rather than waking up what I am today. So every day is a learning stone, and I think it's time to grow now for me. And not just for me, all of you all here are actually, this is my first baby is actually Urban Vegas Melbourne. So this is Entrepreneurs Business Club, where we just running for the last 4.5 years. So my first baby is still Urban Vegas Melbourne, so that we are actually achieving, we've been in events for the last 15 years, actually 16 years for this year. So we are celebrating International Women's Day, a big one. We hopefully to get about 170 females out there to collaborate together. We are doing a high tea concept where it's all about, you know, empowering women out there. So it's our 10th year of celebrating International Women's Day. So it's, I guess it's all about, again, you know, we are here today with all different sexes together, but yeah, next month will be a very, very meaningful year for me. And also, just due to our 10th year, we also come up with the top 30. I can't do top 100 for females, so
there was a time within 12 months, I was sitting in front of calls. My first child, Liban, was born in 2012. I'm telling you 2016 story. I was sitting in front of calls, and my wife called me and said, can you bring a 2-liter milk for Liban? I'm telling you the truth. There was a time I was literally crying because I didn't have that $2 to buy that milk. My credit card was exhausted with $183,000 debt. So even if I would have gone to Kroll's, it won't work. My 4 investment property I sold out in that year. I'm a very car freak. Whoever knows me, you guys know how freak I am for car. I drive all the expensive cars in my life. I sold my car. I sold my own property. I was in front of Kohl's in Caroline Springs, sitting there was crying. How many of you went through this journey in your life? Anyone? You did? Amazing. You're amazing. So I decided to go back to the work because I thought it's not working. I came home and I told my wife, this is my time to go back to the work again. So I called my Telstra boss. I called few other bosses. Everyone loves me somehow, I don't know. Maybe my smile. So they said, just come back. Just come back, don't worry about the business. My boss, I remember Andrew Perry, he was the executive director of Telstra. He said, Hemi, just get out. come back tomorrow, the job will be yours. That night, I was thinking, what did I do wrong in last 12 months? I had an amazing corporate career in Telstra. I joined in ANZ as a graduate in 2003. I was one of the top talent in ANZ. From there, my career was amazing. What did I do wrong in 12 months? I lost everything. So I told my wife, I said, tomorrow I'm going back to the interview and I'll start the work. And I thought that night, can I do something differently? Is there anything I can do? That night, I was actually in the Facebook and I found, I wouldn't tell the name, there was a guy in Australia, he was running a seminar next day about entrepreneurship and business. And I thought, why don't I go this seminar? Because I had so much ego with me because of my job that killed me actually in these last 12 months. So I thought, why don't I learn business? So I went to the seminar next day. I didn't go for the interview in the morning. In the evening, I went for that seminar. That guy in the seminar, he was selling a program, $55,000 program for 12 months. He's gonna teach the entrepreneurship and the business how you can make million when I didn't have the $2, right? And I was laughing in there. I said, man, $55,000 to learn business? I can do another MBA. I came home. I don't know, that day something happened to me and I said, you know what, I want to do this. I want to learn the business, but I didn't have the $2. So I called 4 of my friends. I don't know how many people I gave the job in Australia because of my Telstra career, right? I called 4 of them, I gave them the job. One is now actually the head of, something in Australia, big guy. So I called him, I said, I need $80,000. So $20,000 4 people. Can I borrow? These 4 people was, wow, I'm asking for money. They said, yes, we're going to give you a loan, 20,000. So I got 20,000 each, $80,000. Next morning, I went to this guy and paid $55,000 to learn the business. And I had only $25,000. I gave it to my wife. I said, you have 6 months living expenses. Let's start. And that's how I started.
Harder for those who run businesses, sometimes can be very lonely because you're the boss. It's built through connections, and that's why tonight matters. Real networking is not just exchanging cards or asking questions. Hey, what do you do? What do you do? You're asking questions. What are you building? And not just who do you know? Hey, do you know someone there? You know someone? It's about how can we support each other? How can I support you? How can you support me? So across business and leadership today, the most effective people are those who can work across cultures. If you agree with me, are so multicultural. In Wyndham itself, we have half a population actually from multicultural community.
I've got Judy with me. Thank you for coming along. I hear that Judy's got a couple of businesses here. Would love to know what are those businesses and what brings you here to this event.
Yes, my first baby is a Skin B5, which is a specialist supplement-led skincare brand we sell globally.
Sure.
My second business is Fern Tree Migration, so I think
What brings you to this networking event?
See, I attended the last event and it was fantastic. With a lot of people coming in. It's a good group to join. And invitation was given. I said, no, it's a great bunch of people. I think we should just say hello and talk to everybody. That's the purpose of it. Just more networking and get to know people.
Yeah, and I hear that you've been working with Kavita for so many years. What's like the relationship between you two?
She's good. She's good. She's pushy, which is a nice thing. That's what people have to do.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing, and she brings people together.
Right.
That's what it is. Even today, my wife was not on the agenda. She made sure my wife comes and joins and say hello to everybody. That's a nice thing, right?
Thank you once again, Roger, for being with us tonight.
Oh, great.